From each happily ever after, every wish upon a star. Let's break down the movies that shaped who we are. From memory lane to now and everything in between. The most famous of films to the ones we've never seen. Decade by decade, all the times we laughed and cried. And with a little pixie dust, they will all take flight. Reliving the feelings, and we're trying our very best. And if they mean the same to you, please be our guest. So hop aboard, we would love to have you as we hang with a certain mouth, the whole gang too. If you love nostalgia stuff, we hope this does the trick. Thanks for joining us as we deep dive the magic.
Hi, and welcome back to the Deep Diving the Magic podcast. I'm KJ.
And I am Jeffrey. And believe it or not, we have made it to the year 1981. And the first film of the year 1981 is Disney feature-length film 147. From March the 6th of the year 1981, it is a film called The Devil and Max Devlin. The Devil and Max Devlin is starring Elliot Gould, who we met a few films ago, and Bill Cosby playing the devil. Shocking, I know. We'd like to start us off with a synopsis about the devil and Max Devlin.
Max, a dead corporate or corrupt businessman, makes a pact with Satan's henchmen to drive 3 people to hell in exchange for a longer life. But soon, Max realizes that there still may be good in him. Sorry, I was stumbling over my words there.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Speaking of hell, this film was one of the few films that influenced the Disney company to form the Touchstone Films brand to release more mature films.
That makes sense.
And we can thank the Touchstone Films for such things as Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Nightmare Before Christmas and 10 Things I Hate About You and whatnot.
Yeah, that's definitely... I could see that after watching this, because it definitely did not feel like traditional Disney at all. I was expecting boredom when we started to watch this. I wasn't giving it high hopes, but it was surprisingly entertaining. It had its own little charm. I felt like it moved at a decent pace. At times. Overall, good pacing. But it was a kind of weird setup in general, I guess.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It did kind of give me the vibes of Disney trying to do like another horror film like they've done with the past couple, and I feel like those we usually just don't like as much. With the cover of this one, obviously it's not up there right now, but I didn't expect it to be like the other two that they tried to do, like the Escape to Witch Mountain, and what was the other one that we watched? The Watcher in the Woods. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be quite like that, but I didn't expect it to be what it was. It's definitely, I would say, more of an adult movie than a kid movie, because I don't think kids would be very into it. And some of it did not.
Many adults were very into it.
Yeah, and I don't think some of it has aged well. Like
it's got Bill Cosby in it, so it didn't age well at all.
But it also had like moments that all you can think about is kids have been warned about stranger danger, like the carnival scene. Definitely not something that I would see people being like okay with today. So I don't think those parts have aged well. And I didn't really write any of like the trivia down that I found on IMDb, but I did read that one of the guys that was in the hell scene, I don't know exactly how you took that scene. I thought the chairman was the devil.
Maybe.
I didn't realize it was Bill Cosby until later when we were watching it. I thought he was
one devil.
I thought he was just somebody that worked in hell. I don't know. But one of the people that worked in that scene I guess it only took them like 2 days to film it or something. But he uh, said that Bill Cosby was very difficult to work with, very untalented, and flirted with
I was gonna say
everybody.
maybe he didn't.
But he literally said he flirted with
Yeah,
everybody
maybe
while
he
he was
didn't
on
want
stage,
his
and it was just
to be drugged.
very, very uncomfortable. And I thought, wow.
Yeah, so all right, let's just do a quick synopsis, like, or a quick dive into the actual film. We won't go into too much depth. Let's just go through it, just in case we want to talk about any specific thing while we're going.
Okay.
So again, Elliot Gould is playing a character that people don't like. He's evicting people all over the place. He's like the owner of this apartment building. He evicted somebody for keeping a parakeet. That just shows the kind of person he is.
Mhm.
Um,
And it sounds like he might have like kind of been dating her.
I don't know, maybe he
Hmm.
he is trying to run away from them, and he ends up getting tripped by a blind woman, causing him to fall into the road and get run over by a bus full of religious people. And this scene made you laugh, so go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, so there is a lady, and I think she said something about would you cross me?
Mhm.
And she stuck out her pole and it tripped him. And he ended up getting ran over by this bus, and it looked like it had like Buddhist monks in it. And they all run out of the bus and they start praying over this guy. And then the next scene, we end up in hell. And fun fact, I guess, if you consider it a fun fact, the hell scene, the background and stuff was reused from the black hole that we very much did not like.
Yeah, it was hell.
Did you feel like it looked familiar to you?
I mean, no, it was very 1980s graphics, but what do you
Yeah.
We meet Bill Cosby, the devil, shocking, and we learn
I
that,
really did not think he was the devil.
and we learn that this dude, Elliot Gould, who plays Max Devlin, is condemned to the level 4 of hell.
Hmm.
But he finds a way to be restored to life on Earth for 2 months, as long as he finds three souls to take his place.
Yeah. So I think the reason why I didn't think he was the devil was because you had the chairman setting up like you
Mhm.
kind of like it was kind of like set up like a court scene. So he kind of looked like the chairman looked like the judge. So I guess in my mind I was thinking that Bill Cosby was more like the lawyer that was trying to help Max extend his life instead. But then I realized later I was like, nope, that's the devil. So
Yeah.
who was the chairman?
I don't know. So the devil, Mr.
Right.
Cosby, returns with him to Earth to kind of guide him.
Mhm.
But nobody can see.
So it just looks like he's talking to himself,
Yep,
like
nobody can
people all said.
see the devil. Um, but whatever. He's looking to get a signed contract from three children, which is creepy.
Of all ages,
Yep.
varying ages, I guess.
Max then transports into the ladies' bathroom, uh,
Because
which
he
is
now has that ability.
creepy. And then the girl from the bathroom ends up singing at a bar. She's not very good, but then he gets her to be good at singing by using powers, I guess. He also cons another dude who's trying to get motocross lessons to become popular. And then lastly, he goes after this like 11-year-old child who's at the
Carnival.
fair.
He calls it a carnival.
It's creepy. Okay, we're all caught up. Those are our three kids that we're going after. Oh, but the little kid randomly wants Max to marry his mother. Um,
Well, he said, is there anything that you'd give your soul up for? And the little boy, after spending the day with him at the carnival, was like, yeah, for you to be my dad. I would give up my soul for you to be my dad. And then you kind of find out that this entire time, because his dad died, I guess, when he was younger, and you kind of find out that he has tried to play matchmaker for his mom before,
yeah.
because you kind of get that vibe as she's like, well, I don't know. And she runs a daycare and she goes inside to answer the phone, and then she turns around and she sees Max sitting in a circle, like just playing with the kids. And then she's telling her son, she's like, go out there with him because you can't leave him alone with the kids. He could be a murderer or something.
I mean, he's just
And this is
something.
probably the time you brought one home.
He's just something. The kids. Where are we? Oh, we also end up at a very provocative party for the singer.
Yeah,
Um,
very Hollywood-like party.
yep, but he is trying to get um these contracts signed, but things keep going awry. So time is running out for the contracts because he only has a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Um, he almost gets the singer girl to sign it, but then he kind of has a change of heart. But that's just kidding because then Max goes into full mode to get these contracts signed because the devil, Mr. Cosby, is just on him.
Well, he pretty much has a deadline.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, well, you better hurry because you don't have much time left.
So he disguises himself as a reporter looking for an autograph from Stella at the Grammys. She signs it. Suddenly starts to hate Max.
Yeah.
Nelson, the motocross dude, who is reading it over and thinks that he spelled the word soul wrong, SOLE instead of SOUL. But he signs it, and then Max agrees to marry Toby's mom, convincing the kid to sign. After they sign it, everybody starts to hate Max randomly. But then we learn, go ahead.
And so he actually pointed out, he's like, you spelled soul wrong. You spelled it SOUL.
Yeah, as opposed because he
but
wanted
you said
his
it the
soul.
opposite way.
Yeah, he wanted his soul, but the guy thought it was
But
like,
and then that comes up another time later.
Yeah.
Like this guy's very like into reading contracts, apparently.
Yeah. We learned that the devil lied about the souls, and instead of waiting till they all die to go to hell, they're gonna die soon.
At midnight.
Max tries to burn the contracts, but he ends up getting thrown back to hell himself. And then it cuts back to life, and he's like frantically trying to save these people. We learn that the blind lady also tripped the motocross kid, trying to knock him into hell. Max tries to leave the new wife, but then randomly he sees that he can see himself in the reflection again, meaning that he is an actual human.
But when the blind lady shows up again, we find out that she had tripped the motocross kid and injured him before he could race again. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm just gonna give it up. I'm not really into this anymore.
Yeah.
And they're acting like themselves again because Max has burned the contracts. But you find out that the blind lady is basically like what Max is doing for the devil, but for God, because she's like, we have them too.
I didn't get that.
You didn't hear her say that? No. He was like, well, His Holiness isn't going to take them now, is he? And she was like, no, it's not their time. And then she left. So technically, I guess at the beginning, she was trying to get his attention to stop him. So she wasn't actually on purposely tripping him. She was trying to she's like, you wouldn't cross me, would you? Like, I guess she was trying to get him to stop and help her because she was working for God the way he was working for the devil.
No. Whatever. He ends up explaining the whole situation to his new wife. They end up attending a concert for that Stella girl. She sings perfectly. The motocross dude is also there. And then Max thanks this guy. And I guess somehow he won and nobody died. I don't know.
Yeah, so it was very interesting that after each one of them signed the contract, they started acting very like hostile kind of. And immediately after the contracts were burnt, they were back to themselves.
Yeah.
And they liked Max again. And then one thing that we picked up on, and I tried to research it and couldn't find anything on it, was multiple times in the movie, he has got like little pieces of paper on his face, like he's cut himself.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
And we find out later he basically cuts himself shaving because he doesn't like to look at himself shaving in the mirror because during this time he doesn't see himself
in the mirror.
So that's why he's been cutting himself in the mirror. And we didn't see that reference, but it is funny because sometimes he'll come up on the camera and in that scene he'll have one of them on. Sometimes he has two, sometimes he has three. And then the kid's mom that was going to marry him at one point gives him like an electric razor, and he was like, oh. And it's like, buddy, like you just keep hacking your face up, and obviously what you're doing is not working.
But yeah, that was the film. I don't understand, but maybe I'm not meant to understand, but hey, whatever. What do you got?
Yeah, I think we kind of hit it all. Some of the jokes definitely hit differently now. I'm pretty sure that the whole interaction with Max and the kid at the carnival is probably why this is not on Disney Plus. We got it on Prime if you want to watch it. That's where you can find it. I would say it's a good watch. I didn't hate it. And it's I guess it was nice to see how his character changed from very unlikable to likable.
I don't know.
And
I didn't even see that.
really, I did. And he got his like redemption arc. That's why he was so excited at the end. He's like, "Oh,
I lived.
I must have done something right." Like
Yeah.
he earned it. Um, Definitely though, it doesn't feel like a Disney film at all. Um, so I could definitely see how you said it inspired touch tone as a thing because this is not Disney-esque vibes.
We
Anyway,
are a Disney watch along podcast, so we
yeah,
watch
so
it.
we dived in. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
So then talk about ratings.
So IMDb rated this beauty a 5 out of 10. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Strong.
I actually thought it was funny in most parts. I enjoyed seeing the girl sing. I thought she sang very beautiful
At the end,
songs.
she did, yeah.
I thought she sang the beautiful songs like too when she was getting the power to do it through him. The motocross kid, I didn't really. It was okay, I guess. And then the relationship between the little kid and Max, I enjoyed because it definitely they did bond, and he ended up bonding with his mom, and they ended up getting married. So I mean, it worked. You didn't like it though?
It was fine.
Definitely. Was it what you expected or no?
No,
Did you like it more than you thought you would?
I have no idea.
No, it was just it's off your list now, right?
Checking it off.
Okay.
So
Well,
then, does it make your list upon a star there in 1981?
I liked it, but I don't think I liked it that good. So it does not make my list upon a star. So my list upon a star as of right now is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 101 Dalmatians, The Parent Trap, Sleeping Beauty, Dumbo, The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again, The Apple Dumpling Gang, The Strongest Man in the World, Napoleon and Samantha, and Snowball Express. Still
Yeah.
holding on there, just like our snow right now. Hasn't
Yeah.
melted off this list yet.
No. But my list upon a star is staying the same with my strong top 10
Okay.
of number 1, 101 Dalmatians, 2, The Rescuers, 3, Mary Poppins, 4, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 5, Peter Pan, 6, Robin Hood, 7, Alice in Wonderland, 8, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, 9, Pete's Dragon, and number 10, for those that followed along last week, taking over the number 10 spot is Popeye. But yeah, so the devil and Max Devlin, the devil himself, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
But the devil you know versus the devil you don't. And speaking of that, the things that we don't know is the next film that we're going to watch. It's a film from March, also of 1981. It is Disney feature length film number 148. That's right, we made it over to 148. And that is a film called Amy. That's right, it's just called Amy. We will learn about Amy next time. But before we get to next time, thank you for those that are following along on Instagram, Deep Dive in the Magic. We are also on Spotify, YouTube, Deep Dive in the Magic, where you can watch along and
Or listen along.
play into this. And thank you for your likes, subscribes, thumbs up, shares, telling your friends, all that stuff. Speaking of telling your friends, if you want to tell us anything, you can reach us at deepdivingthemagicpod@gmail.com. But again, we will see you next time for film number 148, deep dive number 148, Amy. We'll see you then.
Thanks for Deep Dive Magic.
Bye.
Bye.